proud of our guys for just their effort, right? Being relentless throughout this entire season. Proud of them for, getting to this moment. We know it's not a moral victory of just being here. It's not what we, set out to do. But proud of our team. This team accomplished a lot this year, and just looking forward to the future.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
The Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson Jr.,
Amen Thompson, Jabari for three and the win. Yeah!
What it do, H-Town, what it do? And on today's rundown, the Houston Texans had a dream season with a nightmare ending. The Baltimore Ravens blew the doors off the Texans and outmanned them and outclassed them by a long shot. So where do the Houston Texans go from here? What's next for the Houston Texans? Well, I have 5 free agents I believe the Houston Texans should really consider. And I also have 5 college prospects via the 2024 NFL draft that the Houston Texans should really consider and will be a great fit. H-Town, get your listening ears ready, strap up your boots, and let's go. Welcome back, H-Town, welcome back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a few minutes with your dreadhead host, Hot Topic TV, on everything H-Town Sports Debate Show. And I appreciate you guys for dropping by, spending a little time with your boy, cussing and discussing, or however you want to couch it. But H-Town, on to the topic of the show. What's next for the Houston Texans? I don't know. I mean, they had a good season, but against good quality defenses or like just prime NFL caliber, Super Bowl caliber teams, the Houston Texans look lost. They look outmanned, overpowered, however you want to put the verb, the adjective, whatever. Those guys right there was just primely beat bad by the Baltimore Ravens. And I have a couple of NFL free agents and a few NFL prospects that I believe will work for the Houston Texans. And my number one, I have notes. So your boy took this serious, and your boy trying to give you some real prime information. But my number one pick, and I've been screaming this all year, even at the beginning of the season when the Chiefs did not sign him, they gave him a little bump in pay, but they didn't sign him to a long-term deal, and that's defensive tackle Chris Jones. That man has championship pedigree. That man is physical. That man is a sack artist from inside the defensive tackle position, so inside the line. That man can take on double teams. That man is just a pure beast. I mean, he's throw grown men around, so he would fit. Yeah, it's going to cost a pretty penny, but you still have your star quarterback, your top 5, top 10 quarterback on a rookie deal, and you have 4 more years left of that deal. So he would be a nice person to put in that middle, especially if you keep Gennard and then you have Will Anderson on the edges. That would be very nice. Another person via free agency I believe the Houston Texans should take a look at. He's been here before. He'll be coming back home. It'll be the second trip around, but it's my boy DJ Reader, and JJ Watt love DJ Reader. JJ Watt said that the people of H-Town or the NFL did not give DJ Reader his due credit, and that boy take on double team blocks, open up holes for linebackers, open up holes for defensive ends to go eat and go hunt. So DJ Reader, that guy is a selfless player. That guy just eats up bodies in the middle, and that guy just plays ball and don't complain. I would love to welcome back DJ Reader at the D tackle position. It would be nice. He would cost a little bit less than Chris Jones, but my number one guy is Chris Jones, but I don't know. He should want to come. I don't know if he fit the scheme or what D'Amico Ryans is doing, but that guy is just a beast, so he should be able to fit any scheme, I believe. That guy is just a go-getter. He's a pass rusher from up the middle, and he's just a lights-out baller. So Chris Jones is my number one. DJ Reed is my number 2. My number 3 position, he's like an edge rusher, linebacker, however you want to couch it. Brian Burns. He had a couple great seasons. Well, last year in particular, 12.5 sacks. A great season. I mean, that guy is a disruptor with the Carolina Panthers, but everybody know what went on with Carolina. It's dysfunctional. A lot is going on. So he wasn't able to, like, I guess, mirror that same production, but he still was highly productive. I wrote a couple of his stats down. He's 6'5", 255, nice size for an edge rusher. He had 43 total, 25 solo. He had 8 sacks this year, played 16 games. His whole career, he's been playing at least the 16 or 17 games. I think it was one time he played 14 games, but he's a very durable player. He's an edge rusher. He's a monster. He's a beast. He's a dog. And I believe he'll fit well in this DeMeco Ryans system. And that guy can ball out with Christian Harris and whoever they put in the middle. But I love what he can bring to this team as an edge rusher. We have a lot of veterans that should be leaving and won't be re-signed on these one-year deals. So we got to bring in some dogs to fit with these young dogs that we already have on rookie deals and rookie contracts. So I think Brian Burns will be a perfect fit in the DeMeco Ryans system, and he can go eat. DeMeco Ryans just make guys go eat. Think we broke the franchise record for sacks? We add Chris Jones and a Brian Burns. And we definitely blowing it out the water. You think the Baltimore Ravens was the Triple Crown winners? The Houston Texans will be right there. We'll be right there with the best of them. So I like Brian Burns. Another guy that I like, this is on the offensive side, I like Tony Pollard. That guy is a running back for the Dallas Cowboys. He will be a free agent. I liked him last year. The Dallas Cowboys didn't give him a long-term contract. They gave him 1 year, a little boost in pay or whatever to kind of, keep him happy for a little bit. But I like what he did. I know he just came off an injury, but the guy is still a productive player, and he can be a slot receiver on the cool for you. The guy can be a weapon. I mean, he is just a weapon. I'm not even going to just couch him to be a running back. He's a weapon. He had 1,316 all-purpose yards. That was 1,005 rushing yards and 311 receiving yards with 55 receptions. 55 receptions for a running back. That's more receptions than some of the receivers we had on this team this year. I like him. I like what he can do with us. If not there, I like what Saquon Barkley can do. Both of those guys are like 25, 26. They both young. They can come and bring some presence. It's a 3-down presence as a running back for the Houston Texans. So we can get this thing on the move because C.J. Stroud definitely need a run game. I can only imagine what C.J. Stroud looked like with a real and true run game. So I like Tony Pollard, and I also like Saquon Barkley at the RB position to bring in via free agency. Last but not least, Kenyon Green, first round pick, number 15 overall. I'm pointing towards the way of a bust. I guess the guy's going to end up being a bust. The team is on a great trajectory right now, so we definitely don't have time to wait on this guy to develop or anything like that. He's just going to have to be ready, come in and do his thing during OTAs and training camp. But I believe we need a left guard so we can move Juice Shrugs to his original position at center. I like what Patterson did too as well at center, but he's going to be more of depth, and he can come in and swing from guard to center when needed or if injuries. But I think we need a dog at left guard, and I like the left guard from the Dolphins. His name is Robert Hunt. He's an athlete. He's a dog. He's physical. I mean, the guy is physical. He played for the Miami Dolphins this year. He's a hell of a left guard. I believe he can play a little bit of right, but I love him at left. He's going to fit right next to Laramie Tunsil. We need someone that could be a dog because Laramie Tunsil is more finesse. We need somebody over there that can help us out. Put Juice Shrugs at the center, and we should be straight. Titus Howard is the right tackle. Do not put him at guard. Keep Titus Howard at right tackle. But those are 5 players that I believe, and I had one extra that, that was like a one to grow on, that I believe that the Houston Texans should take a real, true look at via free agency, H-Town. Now on to to the college prospects, and I like a few of these guys. My number one guy, and I know he's slotted to be around when the Houston Texans pick, which I believe we pick the Cleveland Browns pick is like 23 or 24. I believe that's where we slotted around. And he's projected to be around there from the 19-ish to on down to where we are. But it's the Oregon Ducks wide receiver, Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin is a burner. He will beat you over the top. He can spread the field. He can make those safeties play back because the guy is just a burner. And I can only imagine him, Tank Dell, and Nico Collins on the field at the same time. Those defensive backs and those defensive coordinators is really going to have to game plan because that guy is a burner. I mean, a legit track star. He will go get it. He will burn you. I mean, smoke you. He has like that second gear, and that guy would go do it. He's 6'3". He has a big body frame. So if you're a smaller cornerback, he can go up and get it on you. He can be physical. I like what this kid can do at Oregon, and I believe around the 23rd pick, that would be a great pickup for the Houston Texans. And that's my boy Troy Franklin from the Oregon Ducks. Go look at his highlight film. But that guy is a dog, and I love what he can do. That should be a pickup, and that should be a guy the Houston Texans should seriously consider. Another guy, another college prospect that's coming in this 2024 draft, I believe would be a good pickup for the Houston Texans. He's a cornerback, and I think Nelson is on the last years of his deal. He was banged up this year. He played good. I don't mind if they give him a short-term deal, bring him back one more year so he can coach up this rookie cornerback from Alabama, and that's Kool-Aid McKinstry. McKinstry. Kool-Aid McKinstry. And his grandma gave him the name Kool-Aid because he had a big Kool-Aid smile like the Kool-Aid man. But I'm sorry for messing up your name, for butchering your name, but his name is Kool-Aid McKinstry. But that guy right there is a baller, dog. I like what he can do. He's a man press coverage cornerback. He played well in the zone as well. A good tackler. I mean, he will fit well on the side of Derek Stingley Jr. Those two guys coming along, even if you bring Nelson back, having that guy out there, another young corner on a rookie deal that can ball out. Who can do, because D'Amico like to go from zone. He play a lot of zone, but when he need to, if he have man press corners, he will man press. So I believe this guy will fit D'Amico Ryan's scheme perfectly. He almost kind of remind me of like Jimmy Ward when he first came in as a cornerback. The guy got some skills, man. He's projected to be around the 23rd to 31st, 32nd pick, somewhere in that. So he is plausible for the Houston Texans to nab and grab and add to this roster as well. But Kool-Aid McKinstry, I think he's like a 4 or 5 guy, but he's 6'1", long frame, nice big body, good tackler. Like I said, the guy is good in man and he's good in zone. He can press you up. The guy is a good cornerback, and he would be a good guy to put next to Derek Stingley and have your young corners locked up for years to come. Okay, another guy. Another prospect that I believe the Houston Texans should take a serious look at, Minnesota safety Tyler Nubin. I know a lot of people don't know nothing about him. I like him. I like this game. I seen maybe like 1 or 2 games. I'm not going to lie and say I looked at him, but that guy was a baller when I did look at him. His highlight reels is amazing. The guy is he can play the strong safety or the free safety. The guy can cover. He has good football IQ and instincts. The guy can go hit you. He can play down in the box. He's a versatile safety, and I like what he can bring. I believe he's a senior. He's maybe a junior, but I believe he's a senior, so he has a lot of experience. He's an older guy. I like what he can bring to the Houston Texans as far as the safety position. Jalen Petrie, they can be versatile, and then you can use our boy. I'm drawing a blank, but the other safety you can use him as depth, or you can use the rookie as depth. You can interchange those guys. Jimmy Ward. You can switch him out. However, I would like them to pick up another safety. Jalen Petrie had a good rookie season. But this year he had no interceptions. I mean, he didn't do a lot. He kind of backslid big time. And I believe he needs some competition to bring in. And if not, Jimmy Ward is on a downslide of his career. He's getting older, so you're going to need another safety anyway. And this guy right here can play the free safety and the strong safety. So that's another prospect I think the Houston Texans should look out for. And last but not least, I like Toto'o. I like what Toto'o can do and what he can possibly be, but he's a little light. He needs to be a little more physical. I know the guy's physical, but he's a little light. And he can play outside and inside linebacker, but I kind of see him more as an outside linebacker. Pretty good in coverage, but he is a leader and he can lead this defense. He knows where he needs to be. He's a smart guy. He's a smart football, has a great football IQ. He's a smart football guy, like I was about to say. I'm kind of messing up and fumbling with my words, but this guy is a smart guy, and I like what he brings. He did great this year for a 5th round pick, but I like the linebacker, the middle linebacker from Texas A&M. That guy is a baller, man. He's 6'3", 230 pounds, but his name is Edrin Cooper. He's from Covington, Louisiana. I like what the guy can do. That guy is a real banger. He plays in the backfield. He is a physical middle linebacker. And like I stated earlier, he's already 6'3", 230. So if he gets some NFL training behind him, those good NFL meals and weightlifting regiments, he can be easily 240, 250 at the middle linebacker position. He's physical. I like what he can do. He's a play in the backfield type guy. I mean, that guy is going to get TFLs like no other, and that would be nice to have a middle linebacker that's going to play. And coverage, he's okay. He can do some things in coverage. He's not bad. He's a rookie. He will be a rookie. He can be taught some of those things. I don't want him to kind of be like a Denzel Perryman, but I think he could be a good middle linebacker, even depth, or he can be a starter. He's projected to be fall anywhere around the 31st overall pick, so he is a first rounder. He has first round talent. He's not bad in coverage. He's not bad. He's not going to get beat like crazy, but he's not great either. But I like what he can do and what he can bring. So Edrin Cooper from Texas A&M, Covington, Louisiana, the guy has a lot of talent, and with DeMeco Ryans' tutelage, it's no telling where this guy can go, especially when DeMeco Ryans get to him mentally and show him where he needs to be, because it's not about quickness in coverage. It's about knowing where you're supposed to be, knowing your reads and knowing your keys when you're in coverage and being in the right place at the right time. So that's what that's about, just like the tutelage with that DeMeco Ryans has done with my boy Christian Harris. Man, that boy Harris County balled out this year under DeMeco Ryans, and I believe that's going to continue and just get better. That trajectory is very high. But those are some NFL free agents and some college prospects that I believe that the Houston Texans should really take a look at and should really add to this roster that will really boost this roster and take it to another level. Who are some people that you guys think the Houston Texans should pick up via free agency or the NFL draft? Man, leave your names in a comment. We can cuss and discuss it. We can chop it up. We can talk about it. But I appreciate you guys listening to me. It's been real. I am the Dreadhead host, Hot Topic TV, and peace.
Win, 2, 1, 2.